A federal budget is like a country's yearly financial plan. It outlines the government's financial priorities and strategies for the upcoming year. It shows how much money the government expects to earn through various sources such as taxes, fees, and other revenues. It also shows how the government plans to spend that money on different sectors and services. Think of it like a giant household budget, but instead of groceries and rent, it's funding for things like schools, hospitals, roads, and other public services that benefit the community. These budgets are presented by the government and debated in Parliament. This process ensures that the budget aligns with the country's needs and priorities. This is a chance for different groups, including lobbyists, community organizations, and citizens, to argue for their priorities and influence how the money is allocated. Ultimately, the budget needs to be approved by Parliament before it becomes official. This approval process involves multiple readings, debates, and votes to ensure transparency and accountability. Once approved, the budget impacts everyone in the country, from individuals to businesses, as it determines how public funds are distributed and used. Understanding the federal budget helps citizens stay informed about how their tax dollars are being spent and allows them to hold their government accountable for financial decisions. Australia's 2024 federal budget was announced in May. It outlines the government's spending and economic plans for the coming year. Some key areas of focus include cost of living relief, investment in renewable energy, and strengthening Medicare. The budget also includes funding commitments for infrastructure projects, defense, and aged care. There are also tax changes designed to support small businesses and low-income earners. The 2024 budget projects a deficit of X billion dollars. This means the government plans to spend more than it takes in through taxes and other revenue. Total spending is estimated to be Y billion dollars, with a focus on key areas like healthcare, social security, and defense. The budget also includes Z billion dollars in infrastructure spending over the next decade. This will fund projects like roads, rail, and airports, aiming to create jobs and boost the economy. Healthcare is a big winner in the 2024 budget, receiving an $1 billion boost. This funding will go towards strengthening Medicare, reducing patient costs, and improving access to mental health services. The defense budget is also set to increase, with $1 billion allocated to enhance Australia's military capabilities and cybersecurity. Education receives $1 billion, focusing on early childhood education, vocational training, and supporting disadvantaged schools. The budget also includes funding for universities and research initiatives. Section 5. A look back. How this budget stacks up. In this section, we will delve into the specifics of the 2024 budget and how it compares to previous years. The 2024 budget represents a significant increase in overall spending compared to the previous year. This increase is not just a marginal adjustment, but a substantial boost aimed at addressing several critical areas. This change reflects the government's priorities in addressing key economic challenges like cost of living pressures and the transition to renewable energy. The increased spending is designed to provide immediate relief to households struggling with rising prices, while also investing in sustainable energy solutions for the future. Compared to budgets of the past decade, this budget allocates a higher percentage of spending to Social Security and welfare. This is a notable shift from previous fiscal policies, which often prioritized other sectors. This shift suggests a progressive approach to fiscal policy, with a focus on providing immediate cost of living relief and investing in long-term economic growth. By allocating more resources to Social Security, the government aims to support the most vulnerable members of society, ensuring that they have access to essential services and financial assistance. Additionally, the budget's emphasis on renewable energy projects highlights a commitment to combating climate change and reducing the nation's carbon footprint. Investments in solar and wind energy not only create jobs but also pave the way for a more sustainable and resilient economy. Education and research have also seen increased funding, reflecting the government's recognition of the importance of innovation and knowledge in driving economic growth. By investing in these areas, the budget aims to equip future generations with the skills and resources they need to thrive in a rapidly changing world. Healthcare is another critical area that has received a boost in funding. The budget allocates additional resources to improve healthcare services, support medical research, and ensure that all Australians have access to quality healthcare. Infrastructure development is also a key focus, with significant investments in transportation, communication, and public facilities. These projects are expected to enhance connectivity, reduce congestion, and improve the overall quality of life for Australians. Overall, the 2024 budget reflects a comprehensive and forward-thinking approach to addressing the nation's challenges. By prioritizing social welfare, renewable energy, education, healthcare, and infrastructure, the government aims to create a more equitable, sustainable, and prosperous future for all Australians. Section 6. Real-world impacts, from hospitals to classrooms. The 2024 budget's impact will be felt across Australian society. For everyday Australians, the increased healthcare funding could mean shorter wait times for doctor's appointments and more affordable medications. The investment in education may translate to smaller class sizes and more resources for students. The infrastructure projects funded by the budget will create jobs and improve transport links, potentially shortening commute times and boosting local economies. Section 7. The Treasurers Toolbox, how the government manages money. The federal budget is more than just numbers on a spreadsheet. It's a powerful tool the government uses to influence the economy and shape Australian society. Through spending and tax policies, the government can encourage economic growth, create jobs, and provide essential services to citizens. The budget also plays a role in addressing social issues such as inequality and climate change by directing funding to specific programs and initiatives. Section 8. Winners and losers. Not everyone's happy. While the federal budget aims to benefit all Australians, inevitably, some groups fare better than others. This year, low-income earners and pensioners may welcome the increased Social Security payments and cost of living relief measures. However, some businesses and high-income earners might see the budget as overly generous or lacking in support for their sectors. The budget's impact on different demographics and industries often sparks debate and scrutiny. Section 9. What the future holds. The budget's long-term effects. The true impact of a federal budget extends far beyond the immediate fiscal year. The investments made in infrastructure, education, and research today can have long-lasting effects on Australia's economic competitiveness, social fabric, and environmental sustainability. Analyzing the budget's long-term implications requires considering factors like population growth, technological advancements, and global economic trends. Section 10. Your 2 cents matter. Public opinion and the budget. The federal budget is not created in a vacuum. Public opinion plays a crucial role in shaping the government's priorities and influencing budget decisions. Citizen engagement through public consultations, surveys, and advocacy groups helps ensure the budget reflects the needs and aspirations of the Australian people. A well-informed and engaged citizenry is vital for a transparent and accountable budget process. Section 11. The bottom line, key takeaways from Budget 2024. Australia's 2024 federal budget is a complex document with wide-ranging implications. It outlines the government's financial priorities and strategies for the upcoming year, aiming to address both immediate and long-term challenges. The key takeaways include a focus on cost of living relief, investments in healthcare, and measures to support economic growth. The budget aims to ease the financial burden on families by providing subsidies and tax relief. Additionally, there is a strong commitment to renewable energy, with significant investments in wind and solar power projects. This is part of a broader strategy to combat climate change and transition to a more sustainable energy future. The budget's impact will be felt across various sectors, including education, infrastructure, and technology. It aims to create jobs and stimulate economic activity, benefiting businesses and workers alike. With potential benefits for low-income earners, pensioners, and vulnerable communities, the budget includes provisions for increased social support and welfare programs. This is intended to reduce inequality and provide a safety net for those in need. Healthcare services are also a major focus, with funding allocated for hospitals, medical research, and mental health initiatives. The goal is to improve access to quality healthcare for all Australians. However, it's crucial to recognize that not everyone benefits equally. Some groups may feel left out or inadequately supported, leading to public debate and potential protests. The long-term effects of the budget are yet to be fully understood. Economists and analysts will be closely monitoring its implementation and impact on the economy. Ultimately, the success of the 2024 budget will depend on its implementation and its ability to navigate the challenges and opportunities facing Australia in the coming year. Effective policy execution and public support will be key factors. As Australia moves forward, the 2024 budget will play a crucial role in shaping the nation's future, addressing current issues, and laying the groundwork for sustainable growth and prosperity.